Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakak Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. To the Akwat that are listening, learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel, on the brother Yeshua. And this quick epistle, if you will, centers around the division, this great division going on, and Esau is perplexed. Okay. We'll just jump down here to 3. Usually we go to 2, right? Isaiah 19, we all know that pursuant to Revelation 11 and 8, Egypt is talking about Babylon, and the Babylonians are the Americans. So Isaiah 19 and 3, and the spirit of America shall fail in the midst thereof. Okay, the spirit. These people, they're confounded. It says Egypt, but America is spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. Okay? And you have to be spiritual to understand that. And I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. Right? And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord and a fierce king. This could very well be Nero Caesar. Shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. Okay, so people are worried about this cruel lord ruling over them, if indeed it is Nero Caesar, Donald J. Trump in the revived Roman Empire. So anyway, this guy, right? I don't know if he's a speckled bird. I don't know if he's a rainbow. The way he's talking, right? You can't tell whether he's left or right. I mean, of course, you do know, but he's so in between. He's skirting the line of gray. He's completely gray. All right, and he's very skilled at vocabulary and word selection. He's a wordsmith. Anyway, it's kind of hard to tell which side he's on, right? Because of how he's talking. And then when you find out what side he's on and what he's saying, it goes back to what? It goes back to Egyptians against Egyptians. All right, so listen close. Here we go. This is Tennessee Brando. 4 days ago, country music star puts MAGA on blast at show. So he's going to play a clip. He's setting up a clip of one of his, his musician friends or musician heroes. And then what the musician says, right, is very, very high level Jake, right? So you tell me, are these Jakes or what are they saying? Overall, you're going to see that Esau knows that his time is up. That's what this is about. Esau knows that his time is up. Now they're pointing at each other, okay, on both sides of the left-right paradigm aisle. Anyway, here we go. Tennessee Brandon.
Well, I want to wish everyone out there a happy Thanksgiving. I hope that everyone has a great holiday. I hope you get to spend it with the people you love. I hope that it's peaceful, and I hope that it's as joyful as it can be during these dark times. I know it's really hard on a lot of people. I've talked to so many of you and read your emails about how you're dreading this day and not looking forward to it, and I can't blame you. There's people I don't want to go around and ain't going to go around. I completely understand. But I really believe, and I know for a fact, that we are on the right side of history. I know that we fought the good fight, and we're going to continue to do so. I stumbled across this clip, and I stumbled across it a day or two ago. But I decided to wait till today to talk about it because I wanted to share something uplifting on this day. You know, it's like I've had so many people say to me, Brando, where's the silver lining? What can we look forward to? And trust me, I've been really working overtime trying to find it. And I stumbled across this clip of one of my favorite country singers, Sturgill Simpson, talking at a show. And he had this to say, and it really uplifted me. And I think it'll uplift you. Take a look.
I just want to say, I think it's okay for people to disagree, as long as there's compassion and kindness in everybody's heart, and you meet in the middle, that's okay. But for anybody that's pretty down right now, and maybe doesn't know how to deal with the anxiety day to day that they find themselves accepting, I just want to tell you something that I believe. I think that, I don't think, I know, because I've seen it. I think that this toxic patriarchal energy that we're experiencing right now, this is an age coming to an end. And what you're seeing is that energy clinging and clawing for its survival because it knows it's dying. And we are headed towards something very beautiful. And we just got to go through some dark shit for us to get there, okay? So, love everybody around you. Don't accept anything other than that. And fuck shit up. That's all I'm saying.
That sounded like Jake right there, on point. Sorry, say what you want to, but he just spoke into existence exactly what is about to go on. Now, does he know, who the players are or whatever? Only a Jake can put it together like that. He spoke on basically, Esau, and did it succinctly. So either he's a Jake or the Most High put the spirit on him to expose his damn brother. All right? I don't give a fuck whether I do give a damn if he's a Jake or not, because I don't want to say the wrong thing and then have it be on my head. So you got to, be circumspect about those things. All right? Anyway, that was heavy. All right? What he said. What he said was very, very, very heavy. Okay? Matter of fact, I need to get a precept real quick. Let's just get one. Okay? Because he spoke about the ages. Did he not? All right. Let's go to 6 and 6. Let's just get straight to it. No, I got to get the age. I'll just read 9. Okay, second Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. And this word world is age. Okay? Now, when we go back and we listen to what he said again, he's speaking about that, right? The age to come. He was speaking of it, right? Listen to what this guy said.
I think it's okay for people to disagree, as long as there's compassion and kindness.
And yes, he's flashing a Baphomet and all of that, right? But listen to what he's saying.
Everybody's heart, and you meet in the middle, that's okay. But for anybody that's pretty down right now, and maybe doesn't know how to deal with the anxiety day to day that they find themselves accepting, I just want to tell you something that I believe. I think that, I don't think, I know, because I've seen it. I think that this toxic patriarchal energy that we're experiencing right now, this is an age coming to an end.
He said, this is an age coming to an end. He's talking about Esau. He knows it. Whether he knows it or not, he's speaking in the spirit. And he's saying Esau's age is coming to an end, and he's correctly pointing that out. Now, whether he's an Edomite, whether he's a Jake who doesn't, quite understand what he's doing, he's on point. The dude is on point. Okay? That's what matters. Okay? I'm not trying to figure out who he is. He's on, what he's saying is out of the scriptures. All right? Nobody can't say that.
I just want to say, I I think it's okay for people to disagree, as long as there's compassion and kindness in everybody's heart, and you meet in the middle, that's okay. But for anybody that's pretty down right now, and maybe doesn't know how to deal with the anxiety day to day that they find themselves accepting, I just want to tell you something that I believe. I think that, I don't think, I know, because I've seen it. I think that this toxic patriarchal energy that we're experiencing right now, this is an age coming to an end. And what you're seeing is that energy clinging and clawing for its survival because it knows it's dying. And we are headed towards something very beautiful. And we just got to go through some dark shit for us to get there, okay? So,
He spoke on Jacob's trouble. We just got to go through some dark shit to get there. So, I mean, all right, you could jump, oh, that ain't no Jake, that's Esau. No, Esau knows what the fuck is going on, don't he? He sure knows what the fuck is going on. Okay? That dark shit he's talking about is Jacob's trouble that is about to come. We got to get through that, right? And then the kingdom. And he probably not speaking on that level, but guess what? His ass is right. Okay, so now we're going to listen to this guy, Brando. Old Tennessee Brando is going to give his reply to what this guy said. And Old Tennessee is on this guy's side. Okay? Whatever this guy's name is, the country star. All right, so let's check out Brando's reply. Let me see. Do I get anything? The dude was, let's get Jacob's trouble real quick. He spoke on it, these dark times. He spoke on it, right? He brought everything out in a very succinct little sentence, right? He spoke a couple of lines and said everything in there, put it all in perspective, straight out of the scriptures. 7. Jeremiah 30:7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. This guy spoke on, first we got to get through this dark time before we get to the kingdom. He's absolutely right. All right? He spoke on it. Now, let's get to Brando's reply.
love everybody around you. Don't accept anything other than that. And fuck shit up. That's all.
Now, first of all, I'd just like to say this. I'm not here to speak for Sturgill Simpson. I'm not here to put words in his mouth or add to what he said and try to act like that's what he said. I respect Sturgill a great deal as an artist and as a person, and I would never want to come off as though I'm trying to go, oh yeah, and by the way, I don't want it to come off that way. I shared that because I felt it. I felt for a long time that we are seeing the end of an era. I know it don't feel like it right now. It sure don't feel like.
He said era, same thing. Age, era, world. They're talking about Esau's world. And they're correct. So everybody sees it, including Esau. If this is Esau, Esau sees it. That might be a Jake. Listen to what he's going to say and listen to how he eases into it. This is him. This ain't me. Old Tennessee Brando got a little swag and a little flavor on him. Watch.
As a person, and I would never want to come off as though I'm trying to go, oh yeah, and by the way, I don't want it to come off that way. I shared that because I felt it. I felt for a long time that we are seeing the end of an era. I know it don't feel like it right now. It sure don't feel like it at the moment. You're thinking, dang, it's not the end, it's just getting started. But really, I do believe that a dying movement is the loudest right when it's taking its last gasp. And I believe they're trying so hard right now to hang on to power and to seize power and to make it last a little bit longer because they do realize that their ideas are becoming more and more ancient by the day.
He's talking about the maggots. Okay, he's talking about maggots. So he's talking about Esau, knuckle dragging Esau, Edomites.
They also realize that society is progressing whether they like it or not. They're going to be loud, they're going to be obnoxious, and they're going to go down swinging. I've always compared it to people getting bounced out of the dive bars I played in. They were always the loudest right before they got to the door. Right there is where they made the most noise, is right when they were almost out the door. And I really feel as though they're almost out the door. And I know it don't feel that way at the moment, but society is progressing way more than they ever want to admit. They try to act like that they're more than half the country. You see those memes they share where they show the whole country lit up red and then they show the little blue dots in the middle and they say, "We're not divided." They say those things to make themselves feel better and they say those things as a flex, but we all sit back and look at it and see that that's BS. We realize that's not the way it is at all. They don't understand how land and population works. They also don't understand that a whole lot of people stayed home on election day, so it's not what they think it is. Their way of life and their ideology is old and ancient and worn out. And maybe if there's a silver lining in any of this, letting them have this big last burst of energy will just go ahead and show everyone for exactly who they are. Maybe it's time we use the rope-a-dope that Muhammad Ali used in 1974 in Zaire against George Foreman. Maybe we just, at this point, go ahead, punch yourself out. Maybe that's what we do, and it's not going to be easy.
You hear that? Okay? You hear that? How easily that just flowed out of him? He's on it.
Sure, if Muhammad Ali was here, he would tell you that taking all those shots to the body really sucked. But he made it to the 8th round. He knocked George Foreman out, and maybe that's what we do. We just sit back now and let them wear themselves out. Because I really do believe Sturgill's onto something there. Again, not putting words in his mouth, but I do believe he's onto something. I do believe that we are seeing the end of an era, and they're always going to be loud right as that era is coming to an end. And last, I would just like to say this to anyone out there who is mad at Sturgill Simpson and saying, "I'm never going to do a show again," or...
Okay. I'm going to end it right there. So anyway, yeah, there you go. So what do we see? Let's just go right here, just to be safe. Let's go to Revelation 12. All right? Because everybody, you're going to see it your way. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down on thee, having great wrath. Right? Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. One way or the other, okay? Right? What appears to be Esau right here knows that this shit's fucking over. If it's a Jake, if it's Esau, if the other guy, right? And what they're describing, see? What are they describing? What they see. They say they see Edomites that understand that it's over. Okay? Not whether he's an Edomite or not. Okay? He may or may not be. What did this may or may not Edomite be? Here's the important thing. Not whether he's an Edomite or not. Not whether he's a Jacobite. But he's telling you what he's seeing. He's saying, I see Edomites seeing their kingdom go down. And they're scared. That's what he's saying. Okay? And then he found a clip where his buddy, Sturgill, Sturgill said it. Sturgill came out and said it. Okay? Now, is Sturgill a Jake? It doesn't matter. What matters is what he said about Edomites. Okay? Whether he's an Edomite or not, what he said about Edomite, they see their kingdom going down. That's the point. Now we go back, right? And we, because he knows that he has but a short time. That's what matters. See? Most High sort it all out. Oh, there, oh, only black. Okay, let's let the Most High say, hey, how much time is left? Here's what's important. All right? That's what's important. And that this man sees it. He sees Edomites squirming, getting desperate, because they see this shit is over. Okay? All right? Like lightning. What is that, Luke? Fall like lightning. From, like lightning from, H-E-N-I-N-G, from. That's what this means. Okay? They see it. It's happening quick. Luke 10 and 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. What does that mean? Well, this motherfucker had it all for a whole minute. And very quickly he lost it all. Right? Heaven meaning paradise. This nigga, Idon. This nigga's in Eden, paradise, kicking it. Right? Got slaves. Right? He's doing his thing. He's trading flesh. Right? Now the truth is coming out. That's how he's making the most money. Trading flesh, chattel, right? That ain't never stopped. It's what makes you blessed is to have slaves. Anyway, that's what this is. We're watching it. We're watching Satan fall like lightning, quick. The shit's happening fast. His descent, right, from the top is happening quick. And that's what they're saying. We're seeing the last throes of the knuckle dragon Edomite in control of anything. And as he begins, right, to lose his rulership mentality, if you will, okay, he's losing his rulership mentality, like you've seen Woody Harrelson in that Planet of the Apes movie. He started forgetting. Nigga couldn't talk no more. And by the end of the movie, the nigga was just grunting and braying. That's all he could do. Well, that's what's going on right there. Okay. Let's read this again. Isaiah 19 and 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. And I will destroy the counsel thereof. So what you used to, be good at and matter of fact, right? What you used to know, you will now, you done forgot that shit. You're going the other way now. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. Your only power that you've ever had was witchcraft. Okay? But it ain't going to work in that day. All right? The spirit of righteousness is here. Okay? That's the Most High riding in on a swift cloud. Right? And the frequency has changed in the world. The spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is permeating everything in the earth's atmosphere. Okay? And it's changing everything. And with that, right, is coming The veil is coming down. The fourth dimension is right here, right? And we're about to see some stuff that people ain't even ready for. Okay? So, and then this side of it, right? This left hand side, right? It doesn't work against the right hand side. The right hand side is the side. Okay? It's just like having recessive genes, if you will. It's a lot of it. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Check out on Tennessee here. Because he said some things when he went into, right? Beareth witness. Barter. Bareth. Beareth witness. How come it came up for a minute? Beareth witness. Without. Yeah, this is to the possible speckled bird there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close it. This is Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. This dude referenced Muhammad, right? And my outlook on Muhammad is one of, I remember, let's put it this way, I remember when he was Cassius Clay, we'll put it like that. I remember when the name change thing went down, right? I was very young when it went down, but I remember, and it was a thing, we discussed it within the family, because he ain't the only one that was doing it. Lou Alcindor, there was a few name changes going on. We were like, well, what was going on? You know, what's going on? What's up with the name change? So anyway, different story. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Yeah, this dude right here, he could be a Jake. That could be a Jake. The other guy could be a Jake. All right. Just, you know, and this guy Tennessee, what he said about this rock star right here, the things that he said, right, coming from a musician, right? So there's a language going on there first, but then the things that he said about this guy, right? If he's indeed a country music star who has written and, you know, he's in that whole thing, right? To be a songwriter, right? It takes a lot of talent, a lot. And these songwriters, these are very, very intelligent people. Okay. Now this dude, the swagger that he's got, if he's all of that, he's got some rhythm and he writes songs and stuff like that. That's how the prophets got out. Okay. The prophets were the wise men. Hey, well, they were great entertainers. They were great musicians. And this dude right here, right? I'm not saying he's a prophet. I'm saying that he's a very wise dude. Okay, and you can tell, especially if he's this great songwriter. That takes it into a whole different, you know, playing field. Anyway, so with that being said, we hope that the elect will edify you, brothers and sisters. Shalom.